Welcome back here on Prime Morning. It's Friday. You know how Fridays we do it. You know, you will make sure you're very relaxed. And you heard that interview from Yao Dairo and Rosalind doing justice to that. We're super excited to be bringing you more of such here on the show. A bit later, we've got Creamy joining us as well. And, well, we're making your Fridays look pretty, relaxing, all right, as you look forward to a good weekend. No two ways about it. You can join us on social media as Joy Prime TV on Facebook, Instagram, of course, on Twitter. It's also pretty simple. They're all unified as Joy Prime TV. We're streaming live on Facebook as at this moment, so you can join us in the conversations that we're having over here on the show. You drop your messages, we'll be more than glad to read from you. All right, there we go. Now, once again, let's say a very big birthday going out to you. So automatically you become my mom because I'm a twin. So yeah, it's going out to you once again, Mrs. Judith Amo of Prince of Peace Catholic Church, Kwashiman. It's coming from your husband over here, Mr. Isaac Amo. He had multimedia group. We say we're excited that, you know, you're a mother of twins, and God bless you. Keep on doing what you do. But we're coming to eat fufu, you know, when we're done for the show today. We must eat with the twins. You know what I mean? Good stuff. I don't know if you've heard about Mrs. Ghana, Mrs. New Jersey, Mrs. America, Mrs. Yugoslavia, or anything like that. I've heard about Miss, never knew about Mrs. So, in case you're wondering how it's all, you know, getting, you know, put together, we're just about sharing that with you over here. I've got my guest in the studio, and she is actually Mrs. New Jersey, America, and she's here with me, and she's been doing something quite exciting that I want you to know about. She's done so much for herself when it comes to humanitarian works, and also, as much as she can, she's been trying to put, you know, a few things together to ensure that certain people get to live a certain life that they're not privileged to be living. You and I, you know, we do so many things that we're excited about. Some people are not getting that, but that is the headache of Dr. Ellen Osei James. And she's been doing this for a while now. Doc.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And congratulations to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Like I said, I've heard about Miss that. Mm-hmm. Now there's Mrs. this.
Yes.
Mrs. New Jersey.
Absolutely. So
it means that all the Mrs. in New Jersey, you're the one who's leading the cheerleader.
I'm the queen of the Mrs.
Oh,
New Jersey.
man.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, I'm in.
So tell me about it. How did we get here?
Mrs. Pageantry, it hasn't always been the most popular because you think about pageants, you think about the young girls, 18 to 27, modeling, doing all these nice things. But then when you become a wife and a mom, all of a sudden you're supposed to be an apron and big clothes to the ground, which is not true. So Mrs. Pageantry really supports women in a stage of life where you are more mature, maybe a mom or a wife, and you're looking to still be the best you.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be the best in your fitness, you want to be the best in your mental health, you still want to be a leader and serve your community. And I always say, like, some of the best and baddest leaders we know out there, right? Like the Michelle Obamas of the world, they're mothers, they're wives, and they're still fierce and they're still trailblazers. And that's what really being a Mrs. Queen is all about.
Oh, I see. So you're the reigning queen for 2021.
Yes, 2021. So I passed down my title in June. So coming to a close, I won last September, 4 weeks after I had my last baby.
Oh, so, is it?
Yes.
Congrats.
Yes. Thank you.
I see. But how different is this from the normal one that we see, you know, in terms of the challenges you had to face?
Well, a lot of challenges, because especially as a new mom at the time when I competed, and also being a wife, needing to balance and not being able to run and just travel and go all over the place. I needed to have a rhythm going with my family. I had to let go of being married to these strict routines where I needed to do things in a certain order, and if it didn't get done, you know, the perfection had to go out of the window. So really needing to just find the balance in life was very challenging, especially competing 4 weeks after I had the baby. Thank God I had my husband, who's a big, handsome personal trainer. Able to help me get into shape. Yes.
So I'm going to be his friend then. Now I'm trying to expand my muscles. So
yes, his muscles are very big, so he'll help you. But, you know, just not being hard on myself in terms of my body figure, my image, and body positivity, I think is something we need to spread more of, especially as more mature women. As a Ghanaian woman, we have natural curves also, you know? So celebrating that and celebrating what makes you unique and beautiful. And for me, it was always owning my dark skin. For the longest, I didn't think my dark skin was beautiful. And as I was growing up, I've been sharing with people recently that I tried to bleach my skin and wear color contacts and things to make me look different.
Yeah.
And I learned that those things did not change the happiness that I had within. And doing pageantry, I was able to discover myself as a beautiful woman, as a woman that her beauty came from the story and from the passion and from serving the community and showing people my heart. So that is really where my passion
That's exciting to hear.
Yeah.
But with all these challenges, you're still inspired to take up the queenship thing and then you begin with it. What's that one thing that kept pushing you that, you know what, you've got a baby on the way, you've done this, you've done that, you need to do this, but still you need to go for this?
You know, it was knowing that for myself, I needed to push past a level of comfort. They always say there's no growth that can come without being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I knew that in order to get to that next level of me, I needed to neglect the fear that I had of not being in the best shape of my life. And I needed to push past the pain that I knew would come if I needed to work out because I was a little heavier than what I was used to being, or even just knowing that I was being an example for other women who are out there who've given up on themselves because they feel like their life is worthless, or they don't have a purpose or meaning anymore. Or I went through postpartum depression also, so not feeling like you know what it is you want to do with your life or what your purpose even is it's a really big problem that a lot of women don't talk about because we're taught to be resilient.
Exactly.
And to be, especially as Ghanaian women, you have to be strong. Nobody talks about their problems. Everybody is good. You just wipe your face and you show up. So just showing women that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to show your process. There's actually beauty in that as well. And I knew in order for me to preach this, I had to do it for myself. So I wanted to drop out at some point. I was like, oh no, this is crazy.
Oh, you had a thought of that?
Absolutely. Because I wasn't supposed to the pageant had got pushed back. So I wasn't actually supposed to compete until I was going to be pregnant, but at a nice cute baby bump, I still would have been able to do it.
Yeah.
But competing right after I had my baby just sounded insane. And something inside me just said, you've got to do this. You say you want to be a leader for people, and you thought it was going to be easy. God laughed at me, basically.
And speaking about leadership, it's something you've taken upon yourself to make sure that you use what you have to also let other people experience life in different ways. And you've got projects that you're working on. We're going to be talking about that. But for all that you've done after the pageant, the experience and everything, how is it going? Trying to reach out, trying to make sure that people get to hear you, and all of that.
Yeah, well, being a Ghanaian American, I've made it my goal to not only impact back in New Jersey with different families and children and women, but also coming here, which is also part of why I'm here this month, to show people what I do as an occupational therapist, to show them the resources that they have available to them, and to pretty much help people understand that there's so much more to life than just what people label you as or what your ability is or isn't. So my primary focus is on women and children that have disabilities. I've mainly worked with a lot of children that have autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and I've worked with the families. And what touches me about that is now being a mom and being a wife and understanding how it is to be worried about your child all the time, if they're reaching certain milestones and things like that. And also women who just may be coming from vulnerable populations, and they want to be a queen too, or they have that queen spirit in them. They want to be an entrepreneur or a leader, but nobody's paying them any mind, or they're disregarded because people don't. It's hard for them to accept them or even recognize them because there's no space for them in society. Nobody is paying them any attention. So that's really my passion as a therapist, also, is to help those people that don't necessarily have a voice and they're not usually seen or heard.
If you just joined us over here on the show, the beautiful Dr. Ellen James is in here. She's the winner for 2021 Mrs. And the emphasis is on Mrs. New Jersey. And she's here to tell us all about it and what she's doing and projects that are coming up. And we'll tell you where you can reach her, so you can also be a part of all the things, the beautiful things that she set for herself, so you can also contribute to it. But before we get into the projects now, I'm sure you've had interactions with people over here in Ghana, especially the women that you're trying to focus on. As for the men, we always get this, but we're okay. We're okay. No, I came for the women. I know the women that we're vulnerable too.
Yes, you are.
So you got to look up for us.
Yes, don't worry. I'll talk to my husband about something for that one.
Great stuff.
Take care of you guys.
I like that. Your interactions with the women and all that, what are some of the things that you think is missing. That missing link that we need to make sure that we're able to bridge it, and then the project that you're about to just put together to make sure these things.
Sure, I think Beyond Aid project.
Okay.
There's a woman called Jennifer Dorder Brock who I've been working with for years. We've done empowerment events in the past, and these women are actually, they take bamboo and they use the bamboo to make different products like fashion wear, household products, things like that. So we invited some of those women to actually come and be a part of our event. They got to meet with some other women who are great movers and shakers in our community. Nasra Kaur was able to join us. Dr. Loretta Sarpong from EcoBank and Roberta Anand as well from ACP Capital Partners.
Right.
So it was a beautiful thing to have this intimate setting where we have women who are just trying to make it really and aren't often seen, and then we have these women who are big figures in the Ghanaian scene, and really having them connect and exchange numbers and talk about things that, there's so many things that we can relate to, even though we might not be from the same social stature. So just really being able to set that up and know that regardless of where we're coming from, we're all women that have adversities we've faced, and we can all help each other get through so that we can find the true beauty in who we are.
Okay, all right, so that's great stuff, but I'm enjoying this conversation. Unfortunately, we got to be going out of time, but then she's going to put the details out there. How can people connect with you on social media just to be a part of that before we go?
Sure. Well, my Instagram is Dr. Ellen James, DrEllenJames. And also, I do have projects with children with autism and special needs, as I was mentioning as well. And you can follow me on Raising Hope Africa. That's RAISING, Hope Africa, and Function Flip for the therapy, which is FUNCTIONFLIP. And they're all on Instagram. So.
Okay, all right, so that's how you can join Doctor to see, make sure you made a difference that we all want to see in the world. So, Doc, thanks for coming. We're going to do that? Yeah, yeah. And we appreciate you. I mean, congrats to you and the great stuff you're doing. Please keep going, yeah?
I appreciate it.
Great stuff. All right, folks, that's what it is, man. Coming up, we've got an interview with Creamy and Adeti is going to be taking that up right here on the show. It's Friday morning. Stay with us.